A criminal defendant. Thanks for staying with us here at 4:30. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Kirsten Joyce. 8 News Now, the only news station in the courtroom as the indictment against Kevin Menon announced. Investigator Vanessa Murphy has more from downtown Las Vegas.
Kevin Menon is accused of a
Let's back this up where it all started. You see, I want to talk about how everybody says they're about God, they're about this. Now, this is an officer. If you go to his profile, Facebook and all that, always talking about God this, God that. But let me tell you why they're never talking about the same God that's of the Bible.
Vegas Strip, now a Metro Sergeant, faces several charges. Thank you so much for staying with us at 4:30. I'm Ozzie Mora.
And I'm Kirsten Joyce. It's a story our 8 News Now investigators first broke. Now they've obtained evidence at the center of the case, including video. Vanessa Murphy has this story. We do want to warn you, some language in this report is of a sensitive nature.
What's up, man? What's up, brother? Hey, I'm the sergeant, idiot.
Kevin Menon pushing a Metro police officer. Prosecutors say it's not just one of his own he targeted. They have a series of videos where Menon appears to create fake scenarios so citizens could be targeted and taken into custody without probable cause. That's a violation of rights. The incidents in April and May as Menon led a specialized group on the Las Vegas Strip.
What am I going to do?
You can see and hear the shock.
Y'all do this to white people? Yeah. I do to everybody, bro.
The majority of individuals identified in the criminal case against Menon are black men, stopped and searched in public, according to prosecutors, after Menon manufactured a reason like this. Officers later testified they saw this man with a knife larger than what's allowed on the Strip. As they walked toward him, Menon, dressed in plain clothes, bumps into him and stares him down.
Seems like you want to fight someone with.
He remains calm, cooperative, and confused.
He bumped into me, and then you guys were right behind me, literally.
I didn't see.
It was a setup.
At the Cosmopolitan, 4 men appear to be randomly detained.
It's a crime to loiter by a restroom and say, hold on, and insinuate sexual acts.
All right? I just got here.
I don't think so. I think you were standing by a restroom and you said, suck my.
Officers later testified they never heard the men make those comments. They were just following Menon's orders.
Don't worry, you'll be out in like 6 hours.
Here, uniformed officers pretend to arrest Menon. The undercover sergeant then pretends to know this man who was simply sitting at the Cromwell Sportsbook.
What I do, man?
Also at the Cromwell, prosecutors say Menon tries to hand these 2 men fraudulent bills. They never accept anything from him, but officers stop and search them. One of the men demands to speak with a supervisor. They're released. Menon later returns dressed in a Metro jacket. A few months later, he's put in handcuffs, facing felony charges for abusing his power and trying to cover it up. Menon remains out of custody on bond. He's expected to be back here in court on October 23rd. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Now, this guy is a true scumbag. Scumbag to the umpth degree. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because even though he was arrested, all the other officers who followed in his footsteps with the illegal stop, search, and making up false accusations to arrest these people were not arrested. They weren't even charged with anything. They walked scot-free. And this is why this has to stop. But it won't. It won't. Not in the world that we live in. It will just get worse, worse, and worse. Because these people are not truly held accountable. And with no accountability, there will never be no reform. And it's so messed up that those with the greatest power have the least amount of accountability. But those with the least power have the most amount of accountability. And they wonder why the world is so backwards the way that it is. But this is where the trial stands right now.
A criminal defendant. Thanks for staying with us here at 4:30. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Kirsten Joyce. 8 News Now, the only news station in the courtroom as the indictment against Kevin Menon announced. Investigator Vanessa Murphy has more from downtown Las Vegas.
Kevin Menon is accused of abusing his power as a Metro Police sergeant. A grand jury reviewing evidence, listening to testimony, and then making the decision to indict him.
Jury returning true bill against Kevin Hendrick Menon.
Prosecutors listing the 13 charges against Kevin Menon after Metro Police say the sergeant, one of their own, duped people on the Las Vegas Strip by creating fake scenarios to then arrest them, a violation of rights. In one case, Menon, while in plain clothes, is accused of bumping into a man he deemed a person of interest to get a reaction, similar to setting a trap. Menon is currently on unpaid administrative leave with suspension of police powers, according to the department, while his criminal case unfolds. Attorney Austin Barnum is representing Menon.
What do you want to say about the allegations?
Look, what we'll say about the allegations is going to come out in due course, and you'll hear it throughout the course of this case. But right now, we were here to cross-examine witnesses. We were ready to go, and the state changed their mind.
Barnum referring to the grand jury indictment. Menon was originally scheduled to appear in Las Vegas Justice Court for a preliminary hearing Wednesday morning, where a judge would decide whether the case should move forward. But instead, prosecutors took the case to the grand jury.
We were here to cross-examine witnesses, and the state changed their mind and decided to do a secretive hearing to get their indictment instead of going to the public and doing a preliminary hearing.
As for the indictment, Menon's next court date is October 23rd. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
And yeah, October 23rd, 2 days from now, need to keep up on this story, because these are the things that are just seen, because we could catch it on camera. But there are so many things that still go unseen today. These are demons walking around in every facet of society. And this guy is truly a demon. But like I said, Kevin Menon, if you go on his profile, his LinkedIn, his Facebook and all, if it's not already swiped off the internet, it's God this and God that. These people truly do not believe in God. They don't believe in justice. They don't believe in anything that is right. That's why I always say that when people use the term God, you have to watch very carefully. And this is why we're taught to know them by the fruits that they produce. And again, the people who followed along in this are not charged, not arrested. They have no ramifications of their actions, but only the one who was so-called lead in this. But they get away scot-free. So what will happen with that? After he's gone, then the ones under him will continue to partake in this because they're already corrupted. And as long as you have a corruption in the highest degree, you can never fix the problems on a lower level of society. And that's what I just wanted to share today. And hopefully we can start calling out the BS, calling out the evil where it stands with any and everyone, and no longer allowing people to walk scot-free and just use the name God so freely. We're going to call people out for being evil. You are not of God, but you're an enemy of God, and we will treat you that way for all of our days on this earth.